Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Just fine. Yourself?
Pretty good.
Kelly?
All right, I'm Sarah. So I was expecting Alejandro to be here. Was there some sort of scheduling
No,
mix up?
he's not available for this.
He's
meeting.
not. All right, well, that's awesome. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started a little bit here.
Okay.
So I'm with ITEC 451.
Okay.
I don't know if Alejandro will be in on any of this, but.
No, not really.
So do you know anything about our company?
No.
Or
Never heard of it.
All right, so our company is kind of a one-stop shop for a lot of the things that you guys might need, could possibly need. So when I set up my meeting with Alejandro last week, we just kind of talked about some things that ITEC 451 could do for your company, the things that you guys were looking for, and so on. So he said that, you know, the basis of what you guys were looking for was some belts, hoses, and bearings. Is that correct in that statement?
Basic items that break down on a general day, we need fixed and repaired ASAP. Downtime is money.
Yes. That's a lot of our customers have that problem as well. So we deal with that pretty frequently. He did ask to have a list of products and solutions that our company does offer, as well as kind of a breakdown of the warranties and justifying purchases. Is that something that you're wanting some information on as well?
We are looking for somebody to supply stuff. We need a background on a secondary supplier. We own a local Napa store, so we have access to numerous miscellaneous products used on vehicles in the construction market every day. The big stuff we don't have. We don't have, say for the rock conveyors and things like that, we don't have, through our current customer, through our current business, access to that kind of stuff for the big belts, big motors, whatever.
All right, so that, I mean, it's good that you guys have that local Napa so that you guys can, you know, get those things that you need right away. ITEC 451 does supply some of those bigger parts. We have a lot of customers that need those bigger motors, belts, bigger bearings, things like that.
I thought ITEC 451 was an office products business.
You know, we do actually carry office products.
Okay.
That's something that we do have different employees specialize in, but I did bring a catalog with products, so that's kind of in there. There's some.
Tell you, but I ain't got time to read that.
I don't think anyone does. I was just going to show you the cover. It has a list of some of the general categories that we sell. So that the office products, you know, there's some janitorial and some general industry. That's where you're going to find most of those products.
Okay.
Also, some of those safety products are in there as well. But this is, yep, that's exactly where you're going to be at. Is more of that technical side of the company. So, you know, does that help answer the having the big stuff ready?
Okay, so where is this stuff coming from? Where, if I have a breakdown on a belt, do you hold those spare parts for me? Where's it coming from? How soon can I get it?
Okay, so how soon can you get it? That's a great question, and it depends a lot on the product you're looking for. Something that our company does is we'll do dedicated stock for some of our customers. So if there are products that you need, and if something goes down, you have to have it that day. That's something we can set up a contract where that will be in our warehouse for you on that day. No other customer can touch that part.
Okay.
We also have 6 DCs located across the country. The ones that we usually pull from are Fort Worth and Chicago, I believe. Those are our 2 main ones. So things get here within the week for most of those products shipping out of the DCs. And then we also work with some other branches. If you need something, like we have a branch in Omaha that we can get overnighted here if they have a part that you need right away that we don't have.
Okay, so I've got a big sand conveyor out here at this location, 6 miles south of town, and it has a belt failure.
Okay.
I don't stock one.
Yes.
Normally in the past we have, but it sat there for 6 months or a year, 2 years before I need it. Can you make one? Do you have bulk stock that you can put one together for me, or?
Yes, so that's one of the things that ITEC 451 does as a value add for most of our customers. We have a rubber shop located in Omaha,
Okay.
so that's a day's trip away. It's something, if you need it right away, which you will.
Somebody can make that and put
Yep.
it on a truck and hand deliver it?
Yes, we can work that out that way. They do all of the splicing and if you need it cleated, we do that.
Okay.
Whatever you need. If that's a product that you need on the shelf, say we don't carry that specific belting, we can get that put on the shelf there for you.
Okay. What if it doesn't move in a year or 2 years?
If it doesn't move in a year or 2 years. So that's where we would go into our dedicated stock. So that's something that, that you're switching your belt every 2 years, then we can set up a time frame of if you don't buy it in 2 years, then you'll pay for it. If you use it within that 2 years, you get it
I
for,
pay for it anyway.
you'll pay for it anyways, but at a more of a discounted rate, I would say.
So at the end of a stated period, whether it be 6 months, 2 years, we'll look at our usage on that product,
Yes,
and we have to buy it if we haven't used it yet.
Yes.
In some type of contract.
yes. And that's something that we would work out. Setting up an account with us would be the first step in getting dedicated stock in our branch, but that would be something that we would set up, depending on every product, you're going to use it at different time frame. Bearings you might go through a lot quicker than your, larger belts. But that's something that we would discuss, we would look at. Our company likes to go out and help survey the products that you have in your plant.
Okay, so that leads me to a question about, did Case give you any listing of what we have used? Major products, major dollar value? Did he give you a listing of?
So basically what he listed out was that you guys have a major conveying belt, and that was the most important thing for him to make sure that you guys could get that. And then everything else he said was pretty standard, the hydraulic hoses, the bearings, and then related parts.
Okay, as long as we have history of some of those things, of those high users that we need in an emergency situation, I don't want to put a $7,500 belt in my garage out here that sits for 2 years.
Right.
If you can help us with that kind of manner, yeah, we'd be interested in seeing if we could set up an account and build something from there.
Yeah, that would be great. That's something that we would love to help work with you on that, figuring out what exactly you need when you're going to be needing it and just setting up those timeframes of things. And that's something, if we could set up another meeting after this, to kind of discuss that further.
Okay, let me get him to compile a good Excel file listing of product, part number, description, and target cost. I can help you with the target cost, see if you can beat what we've been doing for supplier and hold for us, and when we need it, and it's got it there, that will help us tremendously in our warehouse value that we've got sitting here, cash tied up.
Yeah, that's our goal with all of our customers, is just to help, reduce those costs and make sure you have things when you need them.
Okay, so let me get that email for you first in an Excel file and a spreadsheet, and then you could build a quote for us.
Yep.
And then we'll schedule a second visit, and you can come back and spend some time with us and go through all that.
All right. Was there any other information that you were wanting just to help make decisions and discussions easier as you go on?
No, we'll discuss the business name. Like I said, I hadn't heard of it in detail, but we will research kind of that kind of stuff. There, like I said earlier, with the Napa business, we've got standard oil filters and stuff like that on the shelf downtown. Something that's used on a truck every day, quick and easy access to. It's the big stuff, the big dollar value stuff that we don't want to put money in sitting on a shelf back here that we need help with.
Yep, and that's exactly what we're here for you. So, well, it was great getting to meet you, and I look forward to getting that email and setting up another meeting with
Okay,
you.
if you don't see something in a couple of weeks, call me, send me a note, let me know, and I'll get his button gear and get it going.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for the
you so
time.
much. Yep.
Good to meet you.
Yep, have a good one.